Welcome to the last part of the video, which is dedicated to the components of the strategy. And since this one is the last part, we are going to cover how to exit the trade. We have the S&P 500 runner strategy in progress, and we will define the exit part here. We're going to look at the setup options, and we will define the exit that we are going to use for this particular strategy. And of course, set up the appropriate data as money management, and so on. And finally, we will do a backtest. The very typical way to exit a trade is using stop loss, which we simply select by checking this field. AlgoCloud allows to set the stop loss fixed in pips, or as a multiple of the ATR indicator, or very simply as a percentage, and that's a popular form of stop loss. Also, we can try more advanced ways. We can calculate the stop loss using a formula where we get a result in pips, or we can calculate the price level that when it is overcome, the trade is closed. I will point out here that if we select stop loss in percentages, for example 10%, we get the information that the stop loss is not activated immediately, but 1 day is waited because the backtest would otherwise not be as accurate. If you would like to know more, read the above article Backtest Limitations, where this case is explained and described accurately. Another way to exit a trade is to use a profit target. It can be set in the same way as a stop loss. Then there is the option to exit the trade after a certain number of days, or bars. If I set 1 bar, the trade will be exited after 1 day. If I set 2 bars, after 2 days, and so on. Another option is end of day, which we can use if we have set exit triggered at on bar close. That way, the trade will be closed each day at the closing time of the exchange. The last option is or when. That is to choose our own condition for the exit. And this is our case. I click on Add First Condition. Our condition is RSI with time period 5 is greater than number 50. Comparator greater than is in the middle. RSI on the left side of the formula. And number 50 on the right side of the formula. And by the way, exits can be combined, so an open trade can be exited with a stop loss or with a profit target or after a few bars at the same time, and so on. You don't have to use only one option. With stop loss and profit target, I will just point out that if you were to set values like 0.5% or 1%, we may run into some limitations in the backtest and also some limitation and biases in the results. Now we need to set the correct data, so the correct symbol, which is for this strategy, it is SPY.D. Then we want all available data, and we have to set the commission, where we choose the default setting for the stock picker option. Next, we set up money management, where we choose to risk 100% of the account. Entry and exit will always be triggered at on bar close. And well, we have created a strategy where we have specified the entry conditions, defined how it will trade, and we set the exit. The only thing left to do is to run a backtest and wait for the result. As you can see, even though the strategy uses fairly simple conditions, the results are quite nice. The profit factor is high and the average rate is also very good. And according to the backtest, we would achieve an appreciation of 15% per year. Not bad, right? If you would like to go into the individual components in more detail, I recommend you to go through the sample strategies available in AlgoCloud, as they use different conditions, different entries and exits. I also recommend the Algo Wizard training that is linked directly below this video, or go at it through practice, test. Or you know what, you can try everything. It's absolutely up to you. Just make sure you understand the whole topic before you get into the practice. Keep it algo, be on cloud.